next song, Rainbow, it's actually a funny story really how that one came to be. I was playing for one of my friend's daughters to go to sleep, and I was playing the song Learn to Fly, one of the songs in the album, and once I finished, she just started singing about rainbows, and I was just like, okay, and I started playing along with it, and whenever I finished, I was just like, you know what, maybe I should write her that song. So I ended up looking into it and making it, one that would be appealing to, a child. And so I wrote it and recorded it, and I thought, I'll give it to her, but I won't put it on the album. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, this is too fun to not put it on the album. So, I was hesitant at first because it's just talking about rainbows, but there's some deep meaning into it, if you look into it, and I'm sure it could speak to somebody. But as of now, it's just about rainbows. But, it's something to jam to, so that's how that one came to be, yeah. Promises, that one was an interesting song. I don't really know what it is that made me start doing that, but once again, I heard the music and I just thought, what does this make me think of? It's kind of like a jazzy soul feel in a small way, I guess you could say. And the lyrics start out saying, I can't wait for the promises you have made. They're unfolding before me like flowers, and I can see them clearly. And it was appropriate for the time. I had all this stuff that I'd been holding on to for so long, some promises, for a year or two, and some of the most important ones, they were just taking place just right before me, and that's why I came up with those lyrics. And I will never say so long, but I'm holding on to your living word. That's just it, and then the chorus, and I'll wait for you, you've promised me. He's made these promises and he's not letting go. So I'm going to wait as long as it takes, because, God doesn't break his promises. And I'll cry out for you, you're all I need. Up until the point, and even whenever I receive promises, they happen. I'll just cry out for his goodness, and, yeah. And the next line, I can't wait for the promises you have made. Their expanse is as vast as the ocean. I can see no end. Because, it never ends. It's limitless, the constant, the promises that he'll give us, and they just keep on coming. It keeps on getting better. I can see no end. It's always going to get better. And I'm inspired, I'm touched, and I'm moved that he loved me so much, and it blew me away. Yeah. Learn to Fly. That one is one of my favorites. But it's probably some of the most confusing lyrics because it's just so random. It starts out saying, I want to learn to fly, not on my own, Papa lead me from his home. I got that because of, in my journal, I have this word or this prophetic thing of mine that is about two birds flying together, and it meant a whole lot to me. And so I thought, if that's what I'm doing, flying together with this other bird, then I need to learn to fly. And it has a deep meaning. I feel like. And the next part is, and I want to lead you from this home to show you a full life that you can't see, yet it's so clear. And it's almost like something between me and God, just kind of communicating in a way. Just lead me from my current home, and then just so I can learn to fly, so I can leave this home. And then he says, well, I want to show you a full life that you can't see yet, but it's so clear, and I'm going to show it to you. And the next part is flying into the sunset, riding on the wind. Flying together with you fulfills everything. Let's find every rule we can bend. And that particular lyric came to me whenever there was a storm. There was a tornado outside, and me and some of my friends, we we started praying for it to go away, and it lifted up. And about halfway, whenever it lifted up, God put it on my heart, and it's just like just breaking all the rules of physics, of nature, whatever. And so let's find every single one that we can bend, because God's kingdom's coming, and that's what that means. And then it just goes on saying the woes, fly away with me, and that's just God really just. I feel like to me it was just God saying, "Come fly away with me. I've got so much for you." And the next part, just the last segment, is oh, I see your love, the devotion in your eyes. I trust you just as surely as the sun will rise again. And that was just from me to God saying, all right, I trust you. Lead me from this home. Show me a full life, everything you have in store. And yeah.
Flying into the sunset.